here. Should tell me, I think we're live now. Hey everyone, welcome to VCGCon Day 6, brought to you by our fine friends at Gallant Games. Today we are doing Tiny Saturday Morning Marathon, brought to you by our GM for all 3 sessions from Gallant Games, the one and only Alan Bahr.
Yay! How's it going?
Thanks for coming on and doing this.
Oh, I'm more than happy to.
Do you want to give us a little bit of you want to give us a rundown on what the premise is of Tiny Saturday Mornings?
Sure. So it's a new version of Tiny D6 designed to play a little differently. And it's designed to emulate the classic cartoons you remember from your childhood in a nice new package. So, yeah.
Awesome.
You'll see as we play, I guess. So there we go.
So this game is as of this stream, this game is not out yet. But I'm going to tell folks, if you're watching this and it's been a little while, check out the description. The link to purchase this game will be in the description. And we don't have any characters. We're just doing this on the fly, Alan.
Something like that.
Awesome. I love it. Let's go around and I'm going to introduce the players for this session and thank a lot of return faces, a couple faces making their VCG debut, which is awesome. Let's just go. Let's start with Rich. Rich, you and I have been friends for a while. I'm so glad that you're on VCG and being a part of this stream with us.
Well, thanks for having me.
Tim, you were on. You've been on 2 sessions previously, right?
That's the 3rd one for this con.
Wow, you're almost as much as you're almost running as many. You're a part of as many games on VCGCon than I am at this point.
You think so?
Which is awesome, and I appreciate that so much. Mike, Elliot. Well, we got 2 mics. We got Michael, and we got. I'm gonna differentiate you that way. I'm gonna have Mike and Michael. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah, that works for me.
All right. Mike Elliott from Sour Llama Studios. Mike, thanks for coming on and being a part of this.
Thanks for having me back. This is awesome. I'm very eager and excited to play this game.
Are you a big role player?
A little bit. Of course, Dungeons and Dragons. I love that, and dabbled with a few other things. But very excited to try this out and see how it goes.
I'm excited to. I always love introducing folks to Tiny D6 because it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
And then we've got Michael. Michael, thanks for coming on. Michael, you and I have been friends for a while, and you're a local for me here in Vermont, and you're doing some cool stuff, and you're an aspiring game designer yourself.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I have a company called Worms Codex, and we're looking to release our debut game, sort of a card battle game called Weird Warp, some point later this year.
Very cool. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and I think you're going to be on a later session as well, right?
Yeah, I'm on the 3rd one tonight.
Sweet. All right, this is what I do. I'm like condensing my show. I'm like, we're gonna put it into, and now I'm gonna. Alan, you ready to catch this?
Oh crap! Yeah, sure.
There you go. I just Tom Brady that.
So it was flat. You let the air out, like.
Ouch!
Now I just lost all my New England Patriots subscribers.
Well, you didn't need them.
Who's Tom Brady now?
Yeah, right. Yeah, Tampa Bay. We'll see how that pans out. Anyway.
Pans out fine for him with his paychecks. I don't think he cares.
I think he's gonna do all. I think he'll make do.
All right, so I'm in charge now.
You are, sir.
Awesome. So the first thing I'm doing is canceling VCGCon and taking a nap.
Come on, have a good week.
Good job, guys.
Thank you all for tuning in.
No. All right. So this morning, so the way Tiny Saturday Mornings is structured is the current intent is we'll release a core book. It'll be about 40 to 50 pages. And then you will be able to buy serial books. Get it? Serial books.
I love it. I love it, man.
That contain specific settings for the game. And so you can kind of ad hoc what you want. So this morning we are playing Patriot and the Rise of E.V.I.L. So Patriot, so it stands for the Paramilitary Transnational Recon Intelligence and Operations Team. And you are a team of multinational spec ops hero soldiers who fight a villainous organization known as E.V.I.L. they're not very subtle about.
I mean,
What Saturday morning cartoons are subtle?
None, in fact.
that's true.
All right, so you're gonna have to make your characters. So we're gonna do character creation right now here on the stream. It's live. It's gonna be great. So first, every character has a gimmick. So you have to tell me what your gimmick is, right? And this should be a short descriptor, like I am the battle-hardened leader, or I am the explosives expert with a shady past, or something like that, right? Just a little brief sentence about what your role is on the team at Patriot. All right, so we're going to start with Doug. I'm going to put Doug on the spot.
Okay, I'm going to be, as much as I would love to be like the martial art like master, like the silent martial arts master. I think we all know who I'm talking about. I think I'm going to be like what's the guy that's like the master of disguise? Like that's kind of who I am. I can infiltrate and disguise myself to pose as other people.
Okay, cool. So your gimmick is master of disguise.
Yeah, master of disguise.
Okay, so write that down.
Done.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Rich.
Right. I will be the sniper sharpshooter.
Okay. What? So beyond that, give me a little bit more than that, right? Because every military force has snipers. Why are you the sniper on this transnational super elite team? You want to think for a minute? We can go back.
Yeah, give me a minute. Yeah.
All right. Going to Tim.
I'm going to be the master of communication technology who can't talk to people.
Okay.
No, I love it. I love it.
All right. Great. All right. We're going to go to Michael, not Mike.
Oh, that's me. I'm the stunt driver.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Former stunt driver. I'm now the sort of the getaway, the wheels.
Okay. Cool. And now we're going to go from Michael to Mike.
I guess I'll be the Brawn, the big wrestler guy who just
Okay.
goes in like rampaging.
All right. So condense that down to me. What makes it special though, right? Because there's lots of wrestlers, there's lots of boxers and stuff.
It's really big and buff, and I don't know. And I also know, I guess, martial arts really well. Like I've won all of the competitions. Yeah.
So it sounds like you're describing the world's greatest martial artist.
The world's greatest martial artist. There. We go.
Then that would be the gimmick, right?
Okay.
Like it's a very specific, very focused. Why are you the best of the
Gotcha.
best? Okay. Cool. So once everybody has their gimmick, everybody's going to get 3 what we call traits. So you'll have a gimmick and you'll have 3 traits. So the traits are like one word adjectives like strong or fast, right? And so you're going to write down the 3 that apply to you. So they can be whatever you want. So they could be clever. You could come up with computer expert. And that's 2 words, but you get the gist, right? This should be short, descriptive. What are you experts at?
Okay.
Once you've got your
I'm going to be tech savvy, intelligent, and linguistic.
Okay, cool. So maybe instead of linguistic, we'd go with like polyglot.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So Doug, what do you got? You look like you finished.
No, I'm still trying to think. I was
Okay.
I looked up to watch everybody else kind of give theirs.
I was thinking fast reflexes, and like I can pretty much drive anything.
Okay. That all works great.
All right, Alan. For gimmick, my father, who was in the military, was killed by a sniper.
Okay.
And now I want to become the world's best sniper and eventually take out that man too.
Okay.
Nice. I
Cool.
like it.
All right.
I think for my 3 attributes, I'm going to use I'll be clever, which I'm totally not anyway. But we're gonna pretend I am.
You don't have to be who you are in real life when you roll.
No, thank you. Definitely not with this. Athletic.
Okay.
And charming.
Okay.
So totally.
So three things you're not at all unrelated.
Totally going beyond the.
I'm willing. I'm glad
on
you're
the
willing to
other
get out of your box, Doug.
I guess I'll go with fast, strong, and agile. Would that work?
Works great. Yeah.
All right, awesome.
All right. I will be perceptive, dexterous, and courageous.
Okay.
Love it.
All right. So I think that's everybody, right?
Yep. I
Okay.
think so.
Awesome. Okay. And so one last step is everybody has 3 awesome points. So you want to write that down. These are the only 3 awesome points you get until commercial break. And then you will get a chance to recharge your awesome points. So what awesome points do, so you know, is they let you re-roll any test once. They make any attack miss, or they let you have an item you think you need. Right? Or and if you want to come up with something clever and you're like, I would like it to do this, you just tell me and we'll be like, sure, probably, because if, as Doug knows, I'm a pretty like, sure, that sounds cool, let's do it kind of jam.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the one thing that I love about the Tiny D6 system is it's really just about creating a really cool story.
right. Okay, so here's how the rules work. So everybody at home knows and everybody here knows. When you want to do something, you're going to roll 2 6-sided dice. If either dice shows a 5 or a 6 as the result, you are successful. That's all you need. Okay. If no dice show 5 or 6s, you fail. Okay. If you have advantage, you get to roll 3. If you have disadvantage, you roll 1. Disadvantage always trumps advantage. So if you would have advantage and you would have disadvantage, you still only roll with 1. Okay. On your turn, if we ever get to combat or initiative or things like that, you're going to roll dice. And you can do 2 things on your turn. You can move, you can attack, you can, hack a computer. You just tell me what you want to do. You can do up to 2 things. Okay. You can do the same thing twice. It's whatever you want. All right. So the way your character is going to work is if your gimmick applies to what you're doing, you get advantage. If one of your traits applies to what you're doing, you get advantage. That is that simple. Okay. So if you're like, oh, I'm trying to run away from this fellow and I'm fast, so I should have advantage on my runaway. Great. That's how that works. Right. If you're like, I'm gonna set up the shot and aim for a bit and then take the sniper shot, I am the world's greatest sniper. Great. You get advantage. That's how that works. Right. The sniper wouldn't get advantage on like a quick draw cowboy style shootout because that's not being a sniper. Right. The world's greatest martial artist would not get an advantage with, fighting a knight with a broadsword and shield, because again, those are different skill sets, right? And I realize in the broad context of martial arts that technically counts, but for this purpose, we're going with the karate style Saturday morning interpretation of martial arts. Cool?
Hong Kong Fooey.
Basically that. All right. So the last thing you'll have to do, and this is the most important thing you have to do, is you have to think of your code name. What is your code name as a member of Patriot?
I think my code name is going to be Camouflage.
Okay.
I'm Radio Wave.
Okay.
Right. Tim Radio Wave. I'll put your name on the screen too, if you don't mind me doing that for everybody.
That just means I'm going to call everybody by their name
on
the screen, so that works.
I'll be Decker because I like decking people, and yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Codename Decker.
I will be Killshot.
That's not ominous for a cartoon. Good grief.
Wait, which side is he on?
Deadshot? Is that what it is? Deadshot?
Killshot.
Killshot.
I'll be Dash.
Dash, all right.
Okay. Cool. Doug, Wave is spelled with a V, not a Z.
I didn't do that. Tim. Oh, but no, Tim changed it.
Okay. Cool.
Tim's already on top of it. He doesn't need to.
All right.
I don't even have to. I just sit back and let Tim do it. Yeah.
I don't need no stinking Doug help.
All right. That's fair. All right. Cool. So, everybody's got their name. Does Michael have his name? He does. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So we are ready to go. That is all of character creation. We're done. Look at that.
Boom.
Ooh. All right. So it is a morning like any other at Patriot headquarters. The Patriot team has a floating sky aircraft carrier that they operate out of. So what's going to happen here is you guys are moving around on this floating sky aircraft carrier, hanging out, training, Decker is probably like in the gym, like hitting a punching bag, right? Dash is probably in the garage, like repairing a car or doing some upgrades that he was told not to do by the chief mechanic.
They kicked me out of the control panel of the carrier.
He kept trying to upgrade the flight controls
and show off.
Yeah, and eventually Flyboy, the pilot, was like, "Get out! This is my space. We're done here."
Yeah, we don't get along.
Yeah. So you're all doing what you do when there's no operations or missions ongoing at the moment. So that morning, the alarm starts sounding. And this bright red klaxon, wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. All Patriot agents to the ready room. All Patriot agents to the ready room. And you
Get
all
to the ready room.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna assume you all go to the ready room.
Yep. I'll run to the ready room.
Okay. You were actually there all along. You're the chair. Nobody knows. Master disguise.
Exactly. I just pop out.
Haha, surprise! The chair was really me. What? Not a great disguise. That'd be a terrible weakness. You can only disguise yourself as like furniture. Oh. All right. So, and your leader, the colonel is there, right? And the colonel is the founding, officer in charge of Patriot. He is a veteran of World War III. He has been around. He has tangled with evil for years, right? So, he brings you in, and this big holographic world map pops up, and you see a blinking red light, like in the middle of the southwestern desert of the U.S., right? And he waits for you all to sit down and quiet down, get your donuts and your coffee or whatever you get. I mean, you're all like trained soldiers, so I imagine you don't just drink donuts and coffee, but you might. I don't know.
I do.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. All right. So, greetings, Patriots.
Greetings, Colonel. Good morning.
Morning, boss.
At 0700 hours this morning, an evil strike force. That's going to get weird to say repeatedly. Huh. An evil strike force attacked a top secret military installation in northeastern Nevada.
Do we know what they were after?
We do. They absconded with, and he hits a little button, and the holographic display changes to this really advanced, high-tech looking aircraft. They absconded with the Viper Wing. It is a transorbital stealth fighter.
Was this Roswell they attacked?
No. Roswell is a front. Everybody knows that. No, so this is a prototype high-tech stealth fighter, is indetectable to both satellite imaging, radar, every known measure of nation-state security. It's capable of transorbital flight, which means it actually goes into space and then comes back. So it can strike anywhere on Earth within, minutes.
How many of them did they? How many of them attacked the base?
It appears to be a strike force. So basic evil soldiers. And so you guys are familiar with like the mask-clad evil, grunt carrying guys, led by their field ops specialist, Torch. And you guys are familiar with Torch. He wears like a flamethrower on his back and has like flamethrower gloves.
I hate that guy.
He's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, I got unfinished business with him.
I want to hack this. I want to hack that flamethrower so bad. So the tech on this, I've read a little bit about it, but it was kept pretty hush hush. Do we have any idea where the leak is coming from? Let me find out about this.
We don't. The government is handling that portion. Our job is to go in and retrieve the Viper Wing before E.V.I.L can put it to use. We have no idea what they intend to use it for.
Where is it being held right now?
That's an excellent question. We don't know. You're going to have to go to this base and find out what you can, and then attempt to track the Viper Wing.
What are we waiting for?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Seems easy enough.
Great. All right. So you all pile into your little.
Can we all like, yo, Patriot?
No.
What?
This is
No?
illegally
We-
distinct and different.
Oh.
We all
okay.
sort of give him a side eye.
Camouflage is going to be like your Tiny Supers character all over again, isn't it, Doug?
No, it's not. Well, maybe.
Yeah. I thought so. All right. All right. So you all head off to your vehicle. It's like a carrier plane jet thing, and you head over to Nevada.
Dacker, no loops this time, please.
Oh, come on.
Let Dash fly.
Just
Yeah,
dash
I'll,
and get us there in one piece and quickly as possible.
I could roll to see if I get us there quickly.
All right. So
Do you want him to roll?
Yeah, I'll make a roll, see if I
Okay.
can get us in there quickly and
All right.
stealthily.
go for it.
I got one success. With
right.
advantage, I assume.
Okay. So that's all you need. Yeah. It's just one success or no successes. There's no benefit for increased successes in this game. So. All right. So you arrive, and the base is, currently on fire. And you can see firefighters trying to put out the flames in the hangars and the warehouses, and people frantically running around.
Someone got here before us.
Well, this appears to be aftermath of E.V.I.L's attack.
Okay.
As like any good Saturday morning cartoon, you travel at the speed of plot. So you arrive fully in time to see them trying to put out the fire caused by E.V.I.L's attack still, even though like in the real world this would be like 8 hours later.
Well, I'm that fast.
Yes, you're that
We
fast.
need to find out who's in charge here and
Yeah, we
whatever
should.
investigation they've done so far.
All right.
So,
Go ahead.
can I just like shout at a random, hey, who's in charge around here?
A bunch of people kind of look at you, and a man in like BDUs walks over, and he kind of salutes. I assume you're from Patriot.
Yes, we are.
All right. I'm Commander Smith. I am head of security at this base.
Oh, Smith, what happened here?
He kind of looks at you with a little bit of side eye. E.V.I.L attacked.
Well, of course, E.V.I.L attacked, but give me the rundown. How did it happen?
Yeah. So 3 helicopters from the southwest, roughly about 24 soldiers plus Torch, and somebody I don't know. A big, and he described like a big hulking woman. She just wrecked everything, and she's the one who left with the Viper Wing.
Do you know what direction they flew off in?
I know what direction the helicopters flew off in. I do not know what direction the highly advanced stealth tech fighter flew off in. No.
Okay.
And they went back the direction they came from.
Did you capture any of their men?
No. It's all we could do to keep them from, just completely wrecking the base. We managed to save most of the research, but
Did you kill any of their men?
no, of course not.
No.
We shot them and they fell down.
Okay.
With laser,
Like a
with,
good
with,
Saturday
with
morning
lasers, right?
Didn't kill any of their men. No, we shot them and they fell down, so everything's good, right? That's how this works.
Yeah.
They're just sleeping.
If there's any bodies, we get searched.
So,
All right,
I want to say, well, good work, soldier, and thank you for all you're doing And thank you for the information. Is there anybody else who would know anything more in this base about the attack?
You can talk to the head scientist over there. And there's a woman.
I'll head over to her.
Okay. She kind of looks at you. What do you want?
Hi. Yeah, my name's Radio Wave.
That's your name?
Well, that's what I go. I'm from Patriot. We're here to help recover this.
Sure. Okay. I'm a doctor in nursing.
Is there anything we should know? Any way we could track? Did you implant any temporary trackers or radio waves that we might be able to find to track the technology that you've created?
I just want to be clear what you're asking, Radio Wave. You're asking me if I put tracking technology in our top secret stealth fighter that we haven't even flown yet.
Yes, in case someone stole it.
No, I did not low jack our stealth fighter.
It was worth a question.
Was it Radio Wave? Look, do you have a real question, or are you just wasting my time while I try to say what research?
So I've been working on this technology, and I'd like to know if I can use some of your technology, some of your equipment, to perhaps track the radio waves.
Who's in charge of this Patriot team? Who's letting this guy in my face? I have stuff to do.
Well, I may be able to track the radios that these Cobra people, that the evil people were using. That the evil people used to communicate. Thank you. And that may take us back to their base.
Okay. The radio waves their helicopters were using?
Yes.
Sure, fine. Why are you talking to me about that? I don't have anything to do with that.
Okay, so I can use your equipment? What isn't burned?
Sure, whatever.
So I'm gonna appear from the shadows and be like, and
our scene takes off her face mask, goes really the whole time.
Yeah, and I'll be like, doctor, what are you exactly a doctor of here? It appears that you're not in charge of the technology. What are you a doctor of? And I'm gonna smile, and I'm really curious as to know more about you.
Yeah. So I have 8 PhDs in various science fields. Which ones do you want to know about?
Oh, you don't say. What fields?
Quantum physics and mechanics, experimental string theory, and she's actually listing off all this stuff.
Right.
Most of it you're like, and some of it you're like, oh, quantum mechanics, I kind of know what that is. And some of it you're like, what is this? This is a field of science.
Right. Very, very interesting. What are you working on right now?
A top secret stealth fighter.
That you didn't. That's fine. Are you trying to like figure out how we can find it, or are you what are you? What's
you want to know what I'm actually doing right now at this moment?
right now. Like what were you doing before we got here?
She's probably wondering if she's going to have a job.
I was overseeing development of a stealth fighter.
Oh, okay. That's all. Okay, good.
What do you mean?
Excellent. Oh no, I was just I didn't know once.
Oh my gosh, you're the best we have.
Well,
I'm never gonna get my fighter back.
Probably not.
Alan.
Yes.
I'm going to go back outside and look at the area where the jet was stolen from.
Okay.
Looking for any clues.
Sure.
I am perceptive.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. Give me a test with advantage.
Yes.
All right. So you're like, okay, helicopters landed here. You can see where the boots hit the ground. Easy enough. Hangar where the thing was stolen from. The door was blown open by explosives. There's a little runway. They took the fighter out. Okay, that's all pretty clear. You discover several small like diodes that have been attached to various places in this hangar. And you quickly realize they are cameras.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Which is why I'm going to their equipment.
Okay.
Because I want to hack into the security system and see what I can see.
Cool. So the base security system won't give you much other than you can see people storming the hangar. right? Kill shot. These aren't part of the basic security system. These are probably this is evil tech.
Okay. Bring it to my rest of my compatriots. I
Oh.
found these cameras.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I need to
This
have
this
someone hack into them.
yeah,
They're
these,
evil cameras.
these are similar to the ones I was working on that allowed me to that will hopefully allow me to backtrace to where they go, where they signal from. This is exactly what I need.
Excellent.
And I'll start jabbling off like terminology and stuff that makes no sense to anyone but myself.
I'm gonna start studying the sort of the blueprints of this vehicle, all the top secret stuff they got.
Okay, they will not give you access to any of it.
We don't
So
call rank.
You're well. I mean, you can try, but the Dr. Singh seems like she doesn't give a crap about your rank. And
Can I send it? Can I send it to him?
oh my gosh. Sure, you hack a top secret friendly military institution,
I don't
take
have
their
to.
research and pass it to people.
I don't
Go
have
for
to.
it.
She gave it to me.
I give a knowing nod to Radio Wave.
Oh my gosh.
He uploads it to the cloud and shares the link to everybody.
No.
He's just a public Dropbox link. Hey
Yeah,
guys, here.
yeah.
Front page of the New York Times tomorrow
Brilliant.
morning.
No, I was
Oh.
going to send it to Evil's Web. I mean,
Yeah, so you can get the schematics if you want. Sure.
What
do
about
you
these
want me to-
cameras, radio wave?
Do you want me to make a
Working on
roll on
these.
those to see if I can do something with them? Is it cameras?
The
Yes,
diodes?
Yeah, you can make a roll. Yeah. This is hard to do because Evil keeps their technology pretty secure, obviously.
2 6s.
Well, you didn't let me finish that. I was until you have to roll a disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
So only roll one die.
Yep. That is a 5.
All right, well, this
Sweet.
doesn't matter. All right. So so you're able to hack it. This is a closed security network. You quickly, once you're in there, you realize that the software signature is from Evil's master of technology, right?
My
And-
arch nemesis.
As much as Yep, sure. He goes by the code name Virus.
Virus or virus?
Virus with a V.
Virus. Yeah.
Yeah. And these are a closed security network. They're recording. They seem like they would have to come back to pick them up to get the data off them because they're not transmitting anywhere.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
Can I like, just fumbly like mess around with one and try to see if I can maybe open it up just to see if there's any other technological stuff that I can see in it? I know I'd probably take a disadvantage on that.
Sure. Yeah. You can have
but,
you'll have
to-
disadvantage.
Yeah.
What
He's
are you
gonna
trying to do
break.
with
He's gonna break
technology?
one of the diodes.
No,
I got a
don't
6.
do
I
that.
swear I got a 6.
Okay. He cracks one of the diodes open, and
Oh,
the whole
Jesus.
security system shuts down. This whole camera system it's like a Christmas tree light, right? The one light went bad, and everything just turned off.
Cool.
Okay.
So you got to check all the lights now to figure out which one broke. In this case, because it's the one that Decker's holding, and his
I just kinda
large hands like a shattered glass. He's like, hey, I fixed it.
Oops.
There is no additional technology inside this really tiny microscopic camera thing.
Can I?
Hang on a second. I got to get
Yeah,
back to Dash because he was
yeah,
going to
go
look at the
for it.
blueprints and the research.
Yeah.
So Dash, I mean, fighter plane, big engine, weapons, payloads, right? This thing can carry any sort of weapon you could possibly think of, probably. You quickly realize it's environmentally sealed because of the transorbital bit, and there's all that sort of stuff you would expect.
Anything unusual?
Well, so the stealth technology is obviously unusual, right? Because this is brand new
Yeah.
stealth technology. The plane can go invisible to the visual spectrum,
So not just
Which mean-
radar.
which mean not just radar, which means like it can go full invisible to what you can see.
Right.
Wonder Woman.
Cool.
Yeah, I want to
We
get
need to
behind.
maybe
the wheel.
track down this woman, see if we get some more ID on her.
Yeah.
Can I go to one of the evil soldiers that was knocked out from that fell asleep
Sure.
and can I take their uniform?
No, because they took all the evil soldiers with them when they left. They grabbed their sleepy buddies.
Oh, they
and
grabbed
all
the
bail
the
out.
ones. Oh, okay. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know if there was like an evil.
Leave
No,
evil
there's not like
behind.
bodies of people just laying around as the.
They're just napping though. Okay.
Can someone do a computer check on the woman that took the plane? See if maybe we can ID her.
Since I can get a picture of them from the cameras, can I see if I can track her down or
Sure.
get a facial recognition match? I'm sure Patriot has some kind of software with that.
Yeah, of course. You have a massive supercomputer. So.
But apparently we've never heard of her.
No, she's unknown.
I failed, even with advantage.
Pretty unusual.
Is there any way that, like, with my background as being the world's best martial artist,
Mhm.
that's somebody of that size that I would know anything about, competitions or anything like that would have a woman of that size in them?
I feel like that's a pretty out there request, so I'll let you roll with disadvantage.
Okay, so 1.
Yep.
6.
Yes. So it takes a minute and you realize, she is not well known fighter from like Eastern Europe. You've never tangled with her, but she's basically a mercenary.
Mercenary, okay.
Does she have a name?
You don't know her name per se.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just goes by Bone Break.
Oh.
Guys, this is sounding an awful lot like somebody I thought I heard of before. A woman named Bone Break.
It's not one of your exes again, is it?
I don't want to go into that far, but hey, but it's possible. It's possible.
So tell us more about her.
Yes, Decker, tell us more about her.
Yes. Well, she was in the Eastern European group there, and she's big and strong.
Is she an ex like MMA fighter?
I kind of like I kind of stalling for time, and I assume that there's still more fires and stuff going on, and there's still people trying to clean up. I'm like, oh my goodness, look, they need help. So I kind of I kind of go over there and just kind of help them put out the fire for a little bit, as
All right.
Yeah, to try to get out of this.
Sure.
I love it.
All right.
How do we track down an untrackable plane?
I think we need to go figure out where Evil's base is, and then maybe see where maybe we can infiltrate their base and maybe track it that way.
Well, they were watching us on the cameras.
I want to see.
Maybe reverse engineer the signal.
They weren't watching it. Wasn't broadcasting. They have to come back to pick it up. So these obviously were placed here. Can I do a background search in their security system to see if I can find out when these diodes were placed here?
Sure. Yeah. They've been here for quite a while.
I figured.
Can we check our Patriot database and see what the last known evil base around here might be? If we know of it.
Yeah, I mean, evil bases, they're like 7-Elevens. They're everywhere. Like most of them are in 7-Elevens, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a timeshare thing. It really works for them.
It's that evil, huh?
The evil is that evil. So sure. So I mean, their big base is somewhere in Northern Europe. They have little safe houses everywhere, kind of like you folks do. But the direction the helicopters went is pretty much just desert. There's not a town or anything for hours that way.
It could be an underground base or a hidden
something
base.
perfect.
We could do a flyby maybe, just in case we see anything.
Can we do a satellite overview, please?
Sure. All right. So yeah, you request some of the Patriot satellites to go over. And yeah, I mean, you find a couple spots that could be it. You're like, okay, this could be it. This could be it. You track the helicopters, through a historical footage, and then they just kind of vanish at one point in the desert. Like you're watching them on a camera feed, and then they're just gone.
That's where we need to go.
There you go.
Yeah, let's go that way then. Dash, can you take us there?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to fly us in under the radar.
Okay, sure. Just give me a test.
With advantage.
Sure.
That would be 1 success.
Okay. Yeah. So you all pile into your little carrier, and and Dash is like flying low, zooming over the desert. And you guys set down where the helicopters vanished.
I'm gonna
Get out and start looking around.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay. So there's as you're like looking around, and you're perceptive, right? Kill shot. Okay. So you don't need to roll. I'll just give it to you because you're perceptive. So you're walking and you're walking through the sand. You're like, oh, I don't see anything. And then there's this weird crunching when you step back and look, and there is under a thin layer of sand, maybe an inch or so, there's like a weird thick glass floor level.
Okay. Move away some of the dirt and sand.
Yeah, it's like really thick glass.
Hey guys, over here.
I'll go over.
So yeah, go over too.
I'll get out and head out.
Okay.
Can we see like a lip or anything like that where we can stick something into it, or is it just full flush?
Well, so you kind of brush away the dirt, trying to find the edge of this thing, and it goes for dozens of feet as far as you can tell.
So we can't like find a lip or anything like that.
And eventually you find a spot where it like is butted up against rock.
Okay.
You
could maybe try to wedge something in there, but it'd be difficult.
Could this be some kind of projecting equipment? For sure.
I'll try to get an idea of the circumference, how big it is.
Okay.
Well, you're doing glass.
that. So radio wave, why don't you roll for me? And you're good with technology, so you can have advantage. Kill shot, this is roughly 60 feet in diameter.
Okay.
One success.
And it's roughly oblong. Yes, this comes across as a very big projector lens.
So they're using it to camouflage something. I want to do a search for power. See if I can shut it off.
Okay. You move the glass from the whole rim of this big lens thing, and you don't find anything. Like it's just like there's a lens in the ground. The power source is probably under the ground.
So this is probably camouflaging an entrance into an underground base.
Or it's projecting something up above it.
Kill shot, give me a perceptive roll with disadvantage.
Because the helicopters disappeared as they flew into
5.
You made it?
Yep.
Okay. So you hear a faint whine of jet engines.
Okay.
And then you hear the relatively familiar sounding hum of air to surface missile. And then your plane explodes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We're in the right place.
No.
Do you have an idea where the missile came from? Rough direction.
Yes. Yeah. Up, and it seems like it came from a very advanced stealth fighter.
I think we found our plane.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you can hear the sound of machine gun fire, and the ground starts towards a group of you.
Run for cover.
Yeah,
running for cover.
All right, so everybody roll me a 2d6 test as you try to get into cover.
Do I have advantage since I'm... No, I probably don't.
Do my fast reflexes help with this?
How about dexterous?
Reflexes will help. Go ahead.
Being dexterous?
Yes.
Being dexterous will help. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's 1 success.
1 success, fine.
So
Being intelligent? Nope.
You only... Did anybody fail?
Yes.
Radio wave failed, and Decker.
I did,
okay.
yes.
All right, cool. So there are no hit points in Tiny Saturday Morning. What happens is if you're hit, you're stunned, which means you have disadvantage on the next time you roll dice.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're both you leap out of the way, but unfortunately, the impact of diving, you hit a rock or you slip and you get clipped or whatever. You're rattled, you're stunned. So the next time you try to do something, disadvantage. Right. The rest of you manage to duck behind rocks or get into cover as bullets like strafe the area.
When I was looking through those blueprints, was I able to find maybe any weak points that we might be able to aim at?
Yeah, so there's a really small thermal exhaust port right on the top of the plane, and if you fly your fighter in that canyon, no, I mean, it's a plane. If you shoot it, it's gonna explode. It's not like armored or anything crazy like that. It's just really hard to find.
So what kind of weapons do we have with us? Is this like
what do you want to have?
You
have whatever weapons your character would have.
Okay, cool. All right.
You're a martial artist, so you got your two.
You
are the weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
Killshot probably has a big sniper rifle, right? Radio Wave probably has like a pistol and some like sonic bombs or something, right?
Right.
Whatever would come in your toy package is what you have.
Nice.
I see.
Are there is this just desert or are there some like rocks and stuff?
Oh, there's some like rocky. This is like the Southwest Desert, right? So there's some rocky outcroppings. There's like Joshua trees and scrub and stuff.
Okay.
I'll see if I can shoot the thing. Okay. Get an idea of where the weapons are coming from, so I got a rough idea.
Okay. So you're gonna try to track the noise and the weapons.
Yeah.
All right. So you are the world's greatest sniper, but this is the world's greatest stealth plane. So it's gonna impose disadvantage on you.
Disadvantage, all right. Fail.
Okay. So you set up on a cropping, you get your big, super cool, high-tech sniper rifle out, right? And you wait and aim and nothing.
Yep.
Nothing but air.
So I'm going to tell everyone to stay away from the glass.
Okay.
And I'm going to take one of my, because I don't have those sonic bombs. I like technology can be used for or against you. So what a small little EMP pulse will do.
Okay. All right.
And I will gladly burn an awesome to have one of those.
Okay, you burn an awesome point. You have an EMP pulse.
A little EMP, little mini bomb thing. I toss it into the middle of the glass thing.
Okay. All right, and the glass thing, like there's like and like little like blue electricity things like scatter across the glass, and there's like this shimmering, almost like a desert mirage, and then you can see this bigger rock outcropping with a big steel door in it, like big hangar door, big enough you could fly multiple helicopters through. Mm-hmm. And it's now there.
Cool.
And you see two very surprised looking soldiers of evil standing there.
What do they?
They grab their rifles and one of them like grabs their walkie-talkie.
I'll shoot the walkie-talkie out of his hand.
It's okay. The walkie-talkie's not going to work.
Hit it.
It's a rotator walkie-talkie. So it's
okay.
Immune to EMPs.
Shot it.
Help. All right. So he grabs a walkie-talkie and like goes flying away. Some poor kid just lost his walkie-talkie toy accessory.
How far away are they from us?
Far close enough that you can do something awesome. Far enough that it's interesting. I'm not going to give you like a measurement in feet because that's meaningless.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Can I pick up a relatively large size boulder next to me and just chuck it at one of them, trying to knock them out?
Sure.
Nice. I love it.
All right.
I love it.
That wouldn't apply. That's not a martial arts maneuver unless you can sell me on it.
Yeah, like I do like this cool backflip while I do it, which brings in like, the aerodynamics of me doing that in my body to throw it.
It's all about momentum.
Right?
All right. If you spend an awesome point, I'll let you do it.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay. I'll spend an awesome point. I'll do it.
Do it. Do it, Decker.
Wait, why does Tony hate me?
I don't know. I think he was just joking.
I succeed.
So he succeeds, Alan.
Okay.
So I throw the rock at the guy and it just hits him right in the head and knocks him right out.
All right. Cool. So thud.
Yep.
All right. He goes down. The other guy like grabs his rifle and starts shooting. Let's see who he shoots at. The Decker. Hey, look at that.
Hey.
Hey, so he's shooting at you.
Okay.
Do you want to try to get out of the way or anything?
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, definitely. I'd like to, duck out of the way.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
Okay. 1.
So no. So Decker is clipped again. So you are stunned again.
Cool.
So next time you do something, you have disadvantage again. Remember that.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot for that guy's rifle.
Okay.
Yes.
You hit it?
Yeah.
All right. So he's choo, and he like looks at it and he runs over and he hits this pad on the side and the hangar doors crack open and he like starts to run inside.
Run after him.
You're gonna just run after him?
Yep.
Question.
Yes.
Can I spin an awesome point to give my action figure a jetpack?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, Dash.
Right.
Yes, please.
You
Then I
have
know what I'm gonna
Please do
do.
that.
That's
a
awesome.
low profile jetpack like
Yep. Totally Dash.
So just to be clear, in every game I've ever played with a jetpack, I've died. So we'll see.
Oh, God.
well, you don't have hit points here, so that can't possibly
You can't,
happen.
you can't actually die here, so you're all set.
I'm gonna attempt to land on the top of the ship. What should I roll for that?
Top of the stealth ship that we can't
Yeah,
see.
see if I can. Well, you had a general idea of where it was.
Okay, so you're just gonna fly up there and try to see if you can figure out
Way to get
where
on
it's
it.
at.
And not hit
okay.
your head on it.
Yeah.
All right, roll some dice. Roll 1d6.
All right.
Oh God, get a 6, please.
Come on.
Roll a 1.
That's a 1.
All right, so you like hit your jetpack buttons, right? I don't. Is it like a wrist thingy? Do you have like little like arm things?
That would be really cool. Yeah, like on a wrist.
So you got like a wrist keypad thingy. You're like, doo-doo-doo,
Yeah.
and you shoot up, and you get clipped by the invisible plane as it's flying by. You guys see him go up, and then thud, and he starts spiraling. You're stunned.
All right.
The next time you do something.
Yeah, run for the door that's open. Need to get in there.
Yeah, let's.
yeah. I'm gonna run. That's a good idea.
Okay, so everybody's just booking it towards the door.
Well, I'm not gonna
All right.
stand here and get
Everybody
shot.
needs to make a test to get to the door before the plane comes around again.
Okay.
Decker, Dash, you're both stunned, so you have disadvantage.
All right.
I'm
Radio
still-
wave,
I
you're
am
still
stunned as
stunned,
well.
so
Yep.
you have disadvantage. So you 3 are rolling 1 die.
Woo.
Okay. Since I'm athletic, can I have
No.
advantage?
Yep, you can have 3 dice. That's no problem.
Do my reflexes help here, or just
Yeah, disadvantage overrides. Remember, so you're
Alright.
just gonna have disadvantage.
Will Dexter's get me 3 dice?
Yes.
That's a fail.
Can I use a
Success.
Can I use an action point to re-roll that because I did not get it?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea. I'll do that as well.
Nope.
That is a success now.
Okay. So who failed?
I did.
Decker did, and Camouflage did.
Yep.
Wow.
Everybody else passed.
Yep.
All right. So Decker and Camouflage, you two don't move as quickly as everybody else, and you get clipped by the plane as it comes around again this time, and you're going to be stunned again.
So I'm just stunned.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So you all rush into the entrance, and you are standing in this big open hangar. You can see some helicopters, and there's some tanks, and they're suitably high-tech, evil-looking vehicles. And you see some soldiers like ducking and covering on like catwalks and behind crates and various like just scattered materials and stuff. And they're all pointing rifles at the 5 of you.
Duck for cover. Get up this sniper rifle to start shooting.
I'm going to duck for cover in a place that I can make sure that the door stays open for our slower friends.
Okay. Well, you're all inside. You all made it. They just happened to get clipped
Yeah,
on the way
okay.
in. Yep.
Can I run to the nearest evil soldier that
Sure.
might be and punch him in the face?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. That's
Is there a
what I'm
reason
gonna
you'd be really good at punching?
do. Not really. I'm just
All right. So you run over there. Roll 2 dice.
I got a 5.
Okay. I mean, he goes down.
And I just knock him out. Okay.
Yep.
I'm then going to take his
Uniform.
uniform.
All right. Kill shot. You're ducking behind cover and then shooting.
Yep.
Okay. Go to roll.
2 successes, but just 1. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. So you knock one down. He goes down. All right. Radio wave. You're gonna try to keep the door open.
No, if they're all in, I actually want to shut the door so the plane can't get in.
Okay. So you're gonna shut the door.
Yep.
Are you gonna jam it shut, or are you gonna just keep it shut?
I'm gonna jam it shut.
Okay, give me a test. You can have advantage on this.
Yep, 1 success.
All right. So you duck behind cover. You pull out your little. How do you do this stuff on the fly in the field? What do you have?
Well, since we're post World War III, we're slightly advanced technology. Basically, I have the equivalent of a super iPad that I tap in, I log in with it, that hacks in.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So it's all wireless.
Okay, makes sense. Cool. Decker, what are you doing?
Are there a couple of guys standing right next to each other?
Yeah, sure. If you want there to be.
I'm just gonna go right towards them. Or I'm just gonna clothesline them and just take them right out.
Okay. Cool. Give me a test.
Fails.
All right. So you rush forward and they manage to duck and you take a couple swings, but don't connect. All right, Dash, what are you doing?
I'm going to kick a fleeing mook as I fly by.
On your jetpack?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going anywhere in particular, or are you just flying around this hangar on your jetpack?
If any of them are looking to sort of get away, maybe get back up, I'll probably go for that one.
Okay, cool. Give me a roll. You roll 2 dice.
That would be 2 successes. So
all right, that's me. Again, you only need 1. So
yeah, so
you zoom in and 2 foot kick him in the chest, and he goes flying off the catwalk. And you zoom away. All right. Okay, so they start firing at you all. We're all in cover or zooming around the hangar. So, and they're super inaccurate because they're mook soldiers. Nobody's gonna get hit. However, you can see one of them climbing into a tank, and he's pulling the hatch shut.
And shoot him before he can close that.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
I will fail, but use my awesomeness as the best sniper in the world to try again.
Okay.
That will hit. So success.
Okay. So, so he's grabbing the hatch to close it, and you and you falls in the tank, and the hatch slams shut. All right. Camouflage, what are you doing?
I'm going to, after I knock out that Viper agent, I'm going to duck behind. I'm going to go behind a stack of boxes or crates, and then within 2 seconds, I'm going to reappear in the E.V.I.L uniform. But you can kind of tell, I have long hair that's combed back, and the only way you can tell it's me is the long hair in the back.
Sure.
Is kind of giving it away. But
it's one distinctive feature that only your friends know, so they know you're on their team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, he didn't tell me that.
Nobody on the evil side will notice this isn't a regulation haircut.
Exactly.
All right. It's not evil regulation hair.
Right.
Shoot Doug.
All right. Yeah, sure. So, all right, you look like an evil soldier. What do you want to do with that?
I'm going to go near. How many evil agents or soldiers are there in this area?
Enough to be interesting.
Okay, I'm just gonna go over to the nearest group and kind of pretend I'm one of them and make sure that and then take them out. I'm gonna have a rifle, of course, but I'm just gonna punch them as soon as I get to them.
Gotcha. So you're gonna be like, "Hey, the boss has to go over there." Bam.
Yeah, exactly. Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
I get you. All right. Yeah. So you just clean the clock of a couple evil soldiers.
Yeah.
Okay. Kill shot the guy in the tank. Radio wave. What are you doing?
I'm trying to hack into their security system.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll. That's gonna be with disadvantage. That's gonna be pretty hard.
Of course it is. That's fine. Yeah. That's a 3. That would be a fail.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to spend an awesome point to reroll?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
That would be a 1. So no.
Okay. All right. Well, you get 2 actions, so you can still try again.
Sure, I'll try again. Why not?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be a 5.
Okay. So you're in their security system, so you can do something with that next turn. All right, Decker, what do you got?
So can I see any other people going to any of the other tanks or anything like that, or any
there's
helicopters?
there's only a handful left at this point. You guys are taking most of them out. One of them is running towards a tank, though.
Okay, cool. So can I use my fast agility and can I race him towards the tank and actually get into the tank's like gunner position?
I can hop into the
Yeah, sure. Go
pilot
for it.
position.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
And Dash, you're gonna go like use your jetpack to drop into the pilot position.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah?
gonna in one fluid movement land.
That'd be awesome. That's a success.
Okay, yeah. So you're in the gun and you're in the pilot. You guys
Do
have an
this.
action left.
Can I
E.V.I.L
I
just
just-
stops dead.
can I knock out the guy that's right?
He's running. He sees you get there. He like stops and drops his rifle and puts his hand.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Can I see anybody else around, or is that? does that
They're all
count?
scattering at this point. You have a
Okay,
tank.
cool. All right, awesome.
All right, I'll move the tank into a good firing position.
Okay. What are you gonna fire at?
One of the helicopters, just to get their attention, to like really show them we're in control of the situation now.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So I mean, you blow up a helicopter. Cool. It's exploded.
Awesome.
All right. And everybody who's still in the room like stops and throws their guns down.
Cool.
All right. So this is a good point for the commercial break.
Okay.
So how this is going to work is starting with camouflage, kill, and then we're just go down the line again. I'm using the line on top of my screen, so I don't know if it matches.
That's fine.
You're gonna give me a commercial pitch, like a quick 30-second like commercial pitch for your character. Like, what does it come with? What is the cool thing about your little action figure?
All right.
And if it's and then everybody who does that will get their action points refilled.
Nice. Let me see here. Now in stores, the latest freedom fighter camouflage with disguise technology, and it comes with a pistol, a mask, and you can even transform him into and make him convert into a evil soldier. Only $3.99. Look at the articulation.
$3.99.
Well, no, $1.99. It probably would have been back in the 80s.
I think you're overestimating how cheap the 80s were. I don't think these kind of toys were ever just $1.99.
No,
Were
they
they?
were like $7.
Were they really? No, they were not.
They were like $5.99.
I'm trying to remember how much we used to pay. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Joe Soldier was $5.99.
Here,
Is it
I just
$5.99?
Googled it. We'll solve it. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Um.
What was the MSRP on G.I. Joe figures?
So for the little metal ones, like the 3-inch ones, they were $4.99,
$4.99
No.
was off by $1. Sorry.
and the bigger plastic ones that moved around and stuff were $7.99.
Okay, so Tim was right. So only $7.99. Look at all the points of articulation. Make him tumble and dodge evil attacks.
All right, awesome. Refill your action points.
Nice.
All right, Kill Shot. Give us your little commercial pitch.
Oh,
Got the latest new action figure for Kill Shot, Sniper Extraordinaire. He comes with an incredible looking sniper rifle, highly realistic. You can even use the scope.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
$8.99.
The scope, it has an extra buck. That makes sense.
That's right.
Real glass. All right. Get your points back.
Okay.
Radio Wave.
All right, picture the screen, static across the screen. Radio Wave's face comes up, and it says, "The latest hero of the Patriot Act." He may not say much, but he says a lot. His figure comes not only with the standard equipment of a Patriot soldier, but he has a special radio that taps in and will allow you to broadcast the next episode live on your very own radio.
All right, get your action points back. All right, Decker.
All right. So quicker than a lion, stronger than a gorilla, and more agile than a hawk, it's Decker of the Patriot team. With his red gloves in hand, he's bringing on the action punch to take out all of the evil forces.
So
I
I
have a
just want you to
feeling
know the T in Patriot stands for team. So- the Patriot team, the team.
Team.
That's so perfect.
I
But
love
does
it.
Decker have the Kung Fu grip?
Of course.
Oh man, I think I think
No, he
Mike's.
has the swinging swinging punching action.
I think Mike's
Right.
Mike's previous life was actually like writing commercials for Hasbro in the 80s.
I mean, how old are you, Mike? Because that would be
Yeah,
complicated.
right, exactly. It's possible.
All right, Dash.
Coming soon to Toys R Us. The Dash Yeager action figure. The righteous rocketeer with the built-in Muay Thai kicks. And his trusty side piece, and it's it's a rocket pistol that, like, actually fires. And he's got levers that let him kick.
Okay. I dig it. So the gun has like the little like spring loaded, like you put the little
Yeah.
plastic thingy in, it clips in, then you pull the lever and it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there's also a very expensive vehicle toy that they can
Obviously,
purchase separately.
yeah,
He
purchase
fits
separately.
in the cockpit of the
Yeah.
Patriot jet. That like
Yeah,
you
oh yeah,
buy
the
separately.
Patriot jet. That would be.
That makes sense.
I love this so much. This no matter. I mean, the session was great. The commercial pitches were like that was my highlight right there.
That's fair. All right. Can we take a 5-minute break so I can use the restroom?
Sure,
Cool.
go for it.
Okay.
We'll keep chatting while you're doing your thing. So Tim, you said that you've played Tiny D6 before,
Yes.
and
I've actually run it. I've run Tiny Supers for kids
nice.
at a grade school. It was a lot of fun. We took a bunch of old HeroClick figures and had them pick their character and then make a character based around that. It's a lot of fun.
Excellent. And Rich, I'm assuming that you've played the Tiny D6 system multiple times.
Yes, and I've also written for Mecha and Monsters. 2
Oh,
settings,
that's right, you did. I totally forgot
Yes.
about that.
including
awesome.
my Iron Chef ripoff for Mecha and Monsters. You hunt down monsters and make recipes to eat them.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I'd play that.
Mike, what are you thinking so far? You digging this or what?
I love
very-
this, and I love this system too.
Awesome. Michael, you digging it?
Yeah, it's very intuitive.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfect system just to kind of get folks, kind of. It's great for like a con game or like a one shot, and it's great for just like, okay, what is this RPG thing all about? Like folks that are curious about RPGs,
Right.
it's like, okay, this is the rules. Just play it real quick, and you can it's just.
And
I love it.
It really works great to bring people into the RPG genre because it's so intuitive and so not rules heavy.
Yeah.
So you're just like you're teaching people to be creative and think outside the box. So then when they do have rules, they can still think outside the box.
Sure.
Yeah. And everybody has D6 laying around.
Exactly.
You can go into anybody's house and you can at least find a few. So
And most people have like Yahtzee or
right.
and
Exactly.
you can actually just play this with 1d6 if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
and you
Roll
just,
several
just
times.
roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I'm so excited that Alan's putting more and more content out in the system because I think it's definitely needed in this day and age.
Yeah.
What 80s cartoons did we all grow up on, or what are we fans of here? And I know this one is very all American hero centric, but are there any other cartoons that you guys you enjoyed in the 80s? We'll start with Michael. Michael, what do you enjoy any 80s cartoons?
I was more of a 90s kid.
That's all right. That's all right.
But Ninja Turtles, I mean, yes, those were technically 80s.
Yeah, they
And
were.
would be another one that I really got into.
It's all right.
I did like the later Transformers show, the Beast Wars, but I never saw the original.
I'll tell you what, I love Transformers. Like that's my jam, and I'm so excited for the next session, which is the Machian Gambit, which is kind of about converting robots, I guess. But I love the G1 Transformers, but I think that Beast Wars probably has the best writing out of any Transformers series.
I agree.
Agreed. I mean, I love the early ones too. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the CG doesn't hold up as well, but the writing.
No, yeah, I tried to watch it again the other day, and I was just like, wow, this. at the time it was really cool, but now it's kind of. But yeah, and I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan as well. How about you, Mike? What 80s Transformers or what 80s cartoons were you a fan of?
No, exactly what you guys said. Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Especially when they came out with those movies in the early 90s, and those are amazing. Like, I loved those things. And I think somebody said the Smurfs in chat too. Like, how can these are all classics? Like, come on, like it's amazing. So yeah, it's good that these games are coming out too. I think that it's kind of cool to keep these things alive for the younger generations when some of this stuff is just so not necessarily boring, but I don't know, definitely too complex. Sometimes you just need that good old fashioned hero to save the day kind of thing.
Sure.
So,
all right, Tim, what about you?
Well, I'm going to go real old school and say Thundar the Barbarian.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Well,
That's a good
I was
one.
a big back, I was really young, but then probably the classic ones would probably would be the G.I. Joe, the Transformers, and I was a really big fan of Thundercats.
Yes, I was gonna say Thunder.
Yes.
Yes, I actually have those all on DVD, and my daughter. Well, I'll talk to you. I'll bring it up in just a little bit. But I love Thundercats. I thought it was great, and there was a Thundercats series that was, I think they only did like 2 seasons of, that was pretty good.
The new one, the new one was solid. It was really well done.
Yeah, I was kind of sad that they took that away.
Oh, the 2011 one?
Yeah,
that was really good.
I like
that one was real solid, and they had a He-Man one a couple years before that was pretty solid actually too.
Yeah, it was too. Yes, it was.
I hadn't even heard of that one.
Yeah, the He-Man one was they took a lot from Wuxia, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon kind of stuff. So like all the fighting was very martial artsy.
Yeah, it was
very cool.
It was very different than the original, where I think the Thundercats was a lot similar, but just better written.
Yeah.
Rich, how about you? What
I'm
cartoons?
for the 70s cartoons.
That's all right. Yeah. What cartoons were you?
From the Super Friends and
Yep.
Oh God, yes.
Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
The Flintstones, Jetsons, all the old classics.
I grew up with those as well. Yeah.
Banana Splits.
Yep. Oh
the Great Race.
Yeah.
So Sydney,
right.
So we only have Sydney here. I'm just gonna give a little personal story for real quick. So we only have Sydney that's my only kid, my only child, and when she was born, like that gave me inspiration to go out and buy all these 80s cartoons on DVD that I kind of like, okay, I'm gonna relive my childhood with my kid as she's growing up, and we have all the the Transformers, the G.I. Joes, the Ninja Turtles and He-Man, and literally Sydney went into kindergarten and she goes, and of course she'd been watching like He-Man nonstop with me at that time, and she came to school, she's like, and she came back like her first day from school, and she's like, Dad, I talked about He-Man and nobody knew what I was talking about at school. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, honey. I'm like, probably most of your schoolmates, their parents probably didn't grow up on that. So yeah. So it was funny that she had like this skewed perception of what was cool and what was going on currently in the for shows. But yeah, I just thought it was really funny. Anyway, we'll hand the show back off to Alan. Thank you so much for that commercial break, by the way, guys.
Woo. All right, so now you all are in the E.V.I.L base. You have blown up a helicopter, you've captured a couple evil soldiers, you've tied them up and taken their guns, right? And in classic 80s cartoon, they're all sitting there back to back tied up and grumbling at you. What's the next step of your plan?
Well, I've hacked into their security system, so I'm going to get a layout to know where we need to go to track down Firestarter or whatever his name is.
Torch.
So I'm gonna walk up to one of them and I'm just gonna be like, "Where's Bone Breaker or Bone Break?"
I'll never tell you, Patriot scum. Remember, Saturday morning cartoon. Don't do anything too dramatic here.
Right.
I break all his fingers and make him eat them.
What? Can I? I'll back off for just a moment so I can think of something.
Is there a computer that you can hack into here?
I already have.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So there's the hangar with the door that you're in, and then there's
Yep.
some hallways that go. There's like an R&D lab. There's like a control room. There's like an armory. There's some barracks. It's basically this underground multi-level hideout, right?
All right. We're gonna need to search this place then.
Probably. It does have a security system you could turn on radio with.
So that would be good.
Turn
Yeah.
on.
So you click on the cameras.
Yep.
All right. So you can see some evil soldiers barricading the control room door, and they've got guns, and they're like piling stuff in front of it. Bonebreaker is in the armory. She's putting on like a kind of like Kevlar kind of body armor stuff. And you can see the R&D. There's a scientist, evil looking bald fellow with a goatee, right? Like classic evil scientist vibe going on. And he's rapidly deleting stuff off the computer.
So we still have control of the tank, is that correct?
Yes. Really afraid about where this is going.
I'm not. I'm really excited about where this is going.
So you said they're barricading the door, right? That they're trying to get ready and they get all their guns and stuff.
That is what I said.
Okay, cool. So can we just point the big gun from the tank at the door and just shoot them and make a big explosion and they just, fly all over the place? Okay, of course.
Sure.
Does anybody else?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Great idea.
All right, cool. Do I roll for that or?
Yes, you're gonna have to roll. You're
Okay.
a martial artist, not a gunner, so
All right.
disadvantage.
So disadvantage. Okay.
Okay. If you fail, the tank's gonna jam.
Okay. It failed.
Okay. So you unfortunately you jammed the tank and it
Use
will
an
no
awesome
longer work.
point.
Yes, I'll use an awesome point.
All right.
Yes.
You want me
Thanks,
to step in?
Richard.
Success.
Yeah, but
We
don't
want
you
it
want
to
to want to
succeed.
show off the mechanics of this game, though, Alan? Come on.
Right?
Did you make it?
Okay. So yes, I did make it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, of course you
Success.
did.
So
That makes sense.
blow that door right open.
All right. So, and you can see evil soldiers go tumbling. Ah! And there's like crates and barrels go flying, and nobody dies. There's lots of sparks and fire and smoke for a minute, and it's over. But yeah, the control room is wide open now. And so there's down the hallway, control room. There's multiple branches: R&D, armory, barracks, mess hall, stuff like that.
We need to get to the armory and get bone break too. Maybe
I
a
don't
couple
see-
down there.
I don't see matchstick on the security system at all, do I?
Camouflage. You want to lead me down to the armory? Pretend I'm your prisoner.
Sure.
You still got your outfit on.
Yeah, I still got my outfit on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll pretend that I've got you tied up at the wrists, and I'll lead you. I'll have like a gun out and kind of lead you down to.
I'll be the Wookiee.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
I'm headed to the R&D lab.
Okay.
Someone want to come with me since I don't really fight?
I'll tag along.
Okay.
Okay. Decker, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go straight for bone break.
Okay. Well, so you're going with camouflage and kill shot.
Yeah, I'll go with them. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
okay.
I'll pretend as well to be a prisoner at the moment. But once I see her, I'm gonna
Okay. So because of that, we're gonna do radio wave and dash first, I think.
Okay.
All right.
'Cause I suspect the bone break thing might take a little bit longer. So you folks head down the hallway, you take a left, you head towards the R&D room,
Okay.
and you hit the button to open the door, and it and there is a scientist in there, and he like looks at you all, and he
Put down the
Hits the button
keyboard,
on his-
nerd.
what?
Put down the keyboard, nerd.
No.
I point my rocket pistol at him.
You seem to have the rocket pistol.
Yes, I'm quite fond of it.
Such things will not work on me.
I kick him.
All right, roll a d6.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So
1d6.
rocket the sword? Fine, that will kick you.
Okay. Yeah, just roll 1d6.
No, that fails.
Okay. So you kick him, and he like jumps out of the way. Hey! This sort of violence is unacceptable, I say.
That's nice. I go over to his computer that he just left.
You'll find nothing. I have already deleted all of the files.
Yes, but did you delete your deletes?
What?
Don't you know that when you delete something, it leaves a blueprint, and you can go in and bring it back?
Maybe on your terrible Patriot computers, but this is an evil computer. It works far superior.
Oh, it's so much easier to do it on these computers. I'll show you.
Go to roll.
I got a 6. I got 2.
Yeah, all right. You restore all his files. He's like, oh,
Yeah, I grabbed him. I grab him by the shoulder so that he can't move.
unhand me.
You see, look, here's all your files. You didn't obviously delete them very well.
All right, so we're gonna cut to camouflage, kill shot, and Decker.
Okay.
So you guys head towards the armory, and you open the door.
Am I leading them both in?
Yes.
Okay. So I open the door. I push them through, and of course I'll have my rifle out, my evil rifle that is, and I'll be like,
Yeah, fire straight.
I have apprehended this freedom scum.
All right, sorry, hang on. All right. And she kind of looks at you all. Mm-hmm.
What would you like to?
I don't know you, soldier.
I'm new. I'm a new recruit.
That haircut's not regulation.
I know. I was supposed to go get a cut before we went to the Patriot base, but the mission took.
You know, evil doesn't take prisoners. Just shoot them and be done with it.
Well, I'm new, so I'm not authorized to do that yet. I haven't had the training to do that, so that's why I brought them to you.
She looks at you and looks at the gun you're holding. You haven't had the training to pull the trigger?
I mean, I've only had target practice once. I'm waiting for them to I'm basically trying to distract her before these guys can, so these guys can act.
I'm just
They're just standing there. All
Okay.
standing there.
I was enjoying this actually. This is nice.
I'm just like, guys.
So it's bone break right in front of us. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to do we have did you put shackles on us or anything like that, or?
No, just at gunpoint.
Okay. So I'm gonna pretend that we had shackles and just break out of them, kind of like, and then I'm gonna be like,
So hang on. Are you pretending, or is Decker pretending he has shackles?
the entire way down, he was like this, and he's just
So he's holding his hands out with no shackles, and at the end he's like
that,
ah!
Right.
What it is? It's one of the animator's mistakes from not drawing shackles in the frame,
Right.
in the shell in the frame.
Exactly. And then I'm gonna go bone break. Finally, we can settle this qualm that we have.
Sorry, who are you?
Can I do a cool backflip kind of thing off a control, like a locker or something like that, because it's the armory, and then try to punch her right in the face?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Okay, cool. And seeing as it's agility, I get advantage?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Okay.
You're the greatest martial artist in the world.
It fails.
Would you like to spend an awesome point to reroll that?
Or
Or do you want to take the failure?
I'm going to use an awesome point, actually,
Okay.
because I have, we might as well use them. We have them. So, so I fail. No, I don't fail again. I succeed.
All right, so you leap forward and you do a spinning punch, and you hit bone break across the side of the face, and but she doesn't go down.
Okay.
And she kind of turns to the side, and then she.
All right, I'll grab my gun, rifle, and try to get a good position in the room.
Okay. So she reaches out and she grabs Decker by the front of his uniform, and then she throws him at Killshot. So Killshot, roll a 1d6 to try to get out of the way.
No.
All right. So Decker and Killshot go tumbling down. Both of you are going to be stunned.
Okay.
And then she tries to run past and shove Camouflage out of the way.
I'm going to try to trip her.
Roll a d6.
As she goes by.
Okay.
No, that's a fail. Actually, let me use an awesome point to re-roll that.
All right.
No, it still fails.
Okay. So you stick your foot out and she just like grabs it as she runs by and like flips you up in the air and you like tumble.
My mask flies off,
right.
and like my hair just kind of like.
Right. And she starts running down the hallway.
Yeah.
All right. So Killshot, what are you gonna do?
From the ground, I'm gonna shoot out her leg.
All right. So you like roll over and like. Yeah. Okay. Make a shot. I'm not gonna give you disadvantage. Just roll 2 dice.
Okay. Yes, succeed.
All right.
Yeah.
So you fortunately don't hit her leg, but what you do is you hit like a gas valve next to her, and it like jets out flame, and it like knocks her off her feet, and she goes tumbling down the hall.
Okay.
All right. Decker, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna chase after her.
All right. So you're gonna like scramble to your feet and run after her. And,
Yeah,
like,
I'm just gonna get up and just go.
and just like jump, try to grab her.
Yep.
Okay. Roll. Martial artist. So 3.
I fail, but seeing as it's one of my traits as being fast, no, I did 3. Okay. Okay, I failed.
So every time you're rolling with advantage, you're failing, but every time I'm making you roll with disadvantage, you're passing.
It's
Would you like me just to make you
ridiculous,
roll
isn't
with
it?
disadvantage all the
I think
time?
that might be nice,
Just
actually.
roll
That
one
might be a
dice.
good
Stop
idea.
rolling 3.
So you jump at her and she like puts her feet up and catches you and like flips you farther down the hallway.
Okay.
All right, Camouflage, what are you doing?
I'm going to pick myself up off the floor and try to run. I'll try to run after Decker and try to help apprehend her as well.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm athletic. I'm just going to I don't know how I'm going to, other than just try to tackle her along with Decker. But if Decker
You have a gun.
Yeah, let's say I'm going to. I forget that I had a rifle. That's right, because I was flying through the air. Yeah, I'm going to try to just shoot her with and just kind of because I'm not going to kill her or anything. I'm just going to knock her down with my gun.
She falls asleep.
With my laser rifle.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yes, I actually did that.
All right, so she like climbs to her feet and you shoot her right in the back, and she like falls down and she's like laying there, like rolls over and she's like, I don't get paid enough. All right, I surrender.
I shout at her to cull the plane down and to surrender the plane to us.
All right, so I'll have to go to the control room to do that.
Okay.
Take it to the control room.
Okay, so she goes with the hands in the air, behind her head, goes to the control room, and she hits the button, and she's like, "All right, Torch, we're good. We've apprehended the Patriot idiots, so bring them in. Bring in the plane."
So while he's bringing in the plane, I'm going to disguise myself to look like Bone Break.
Does the torch respond?
Yeah, affirmative.
Can I try to see if he's really believing this? My perception.
Sure.
Perception.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, he's bringing the plane in, and so the big bay doors open, right, and the plane, and it's got like the cool like sci-fi vertical landing plane stuff, right? Like any good sci-fi plane does. Apparently, that's like the most sci-fi thing we can do for planes, because every movie that's like they're like, how do you know sci-fi? Well, it does vertical landings. You're like, oh, well, that makes sense.
Because we haven't had that since the 80s.
Right? Like apparently we've just never got past that. So plane and the cockpit like, and Torch gets out.
I'm gonna go out and greet him and just kind of like wave him down.
They wrecked this place, huh?
They sure did, but we apprehended him. Follow me. I'll take you to our prisoners.
Why didn't we just shoot them? That's evil protocol.
No, evil commander said to apprehend them because he wants them for hostage bartering. I don't know, for some he wanted us to take him hostage for some reason. I don't know why.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That makes sense. He's always having evil plans.
Yeah. They're in the control. We have him tied up in the control room.
All right. So he follows you.
Yeah.
All right. I take up a sniper spot so when he comes in, I can cover him.
Okay.
And the rest of us are probably standing next to the door.
Right.
So he steps in. We all say, "Hello there."
And he like flamethrower pistols come out. What's going on?
Shoot his tanks. The flame
No,
tank.
no.
No, he said it. Roll.
Yeah, roll.
Roll the
Yeah,
dice.
make it happen.
Oh,
It's been said.
Oh,
You're all in the same room and he's shooting the tanks. I'm so excited.
We can't
Did you-
I
die.
was standing next to him. Thanks, sir. Did you fail?
No, I succeeded.
Okay.
Of course you
So
Of course.
boom, and the tanks explode, knocking everybody down. And it takes you all a minute. Everybody's stunned. It takes you all a second to get back to your feet and figure out what's going on. And you look around the room, and both Bone Break and Torch are gone.
Yep.
Yeah. And my bone break mask is kind of like ripped to shreds. So I
But
just
they
kind of
escaped in a secret underground tunneler machine. And they've left the stealth plane.
Awesome. Okay.
nice. Okay.
I didn't want you guys to get shot.
Well, you could yeah.
Well, that was
I was
perfect.
totally
That gave me
gonna
the
have that.
the
Come on.
classic cartoon out. So
Absolutely.
did.
Absolutely.
that was exactly what I needed. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, well, we got the plane back. Let's bring it back to base, and it's too bad that they got away, but at least we got our tech back.
We can always get him another time.
That's right.
And I got a whole bunch of their tech, and I got a whole bunch of their research as well.
Nice.
Awesome.
Cool.
And we have prisoners.
No, they all seem to have gotten away somehow.
Oh
Yeah.
no. I mean, at the end of an episode, you arrest hundreds of these evil grunt guys. Like there's
They're all grunts. They don't
there's some
matter.
poor prison just full with these like grunt soldiers in face masks.
Yeah, where do you think we get our soldiers from?
There you go.
I wonder evil just kills them all.
All right, so you all take the plane, you head back. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. yeah.
Okay.
We could sell this, for a lot of money.
What?
How fun to fly is this plane?
How what?
How fun to fly is this thing?
On a scale of 1 to 10, this is like a 12.
Oh,
Dash, what are you gonna do with it on the way back,
Ash is
man?
not going to want to bring it back.
Yeah, Dash, we gotta give you your moment here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some kind of stunt. Give me advantage on this.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So the rest of you are in the plane, like, trying not to throw up in the barf bags.
Yeah.
I think I have awesome points for this, so I'm gonna spend one to
Okay.
reroll. That's better.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
All right. And you're doing like loop the loops and twisty loops and barrel
barrel
rolls and like flying upside down through canyons and like buzzing cars on the highway.
But none of us see them.
Yeah,
Well, you're all in the plane with them.
Yeah, I know. None of the
trying-
people see what we're doing, though.
right.
Yeah. Trying not to be sick as he's like going down the Grand Canyon upside down at like
We-
Mach
we have-
4, right?
there's a-
Like
Yeah, there's a public
There's no-
domain
there's no-
song. Kind of
There's
sounds
no
like Kenny
flying
Loggins.
for me. I am.
Yeah.
Hi.
and you arrive back at the military base where the plane was stolen from, landing the plane.
We all kind of like stumble out of the plane, like
Dr. Singh rushes over. Oh, you found it. You brought it back. Oh, thank you so much.
Of course.
Our duty.
you're welcome. That's what we're here for.
Oh, she's like inspecting it. Like, oh, it seems to be mostly intact.
We need to increase security here.
Yes, we will be doing that. We don't want them to steal the plane or any other stuff we're working on. So great. All right. So you have successfully completed the objective. So
Yay.
now we do the experience portion of the session. All right. Each character will have to tell us something they learned in the game. What did you learn that your character learned that he did not know, they did not know before this session started? And that would be your experience for like next session, right? So the next time you played, you would get something based on what you learned. So camouflage, what did you learn?
I learned. Let me think here. I'm trying to think of what I learned. I learned that. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. Does it have to be something associated with my character, or is this like the session where it's like now
This is the end of the episode. Like, hey kids, here's what we learned today.
Okay. Today we learned that you should not judge people by their appearance. And just because someone is bigger and more muscular than you does not mean that they can't be they don't have feelings. You should definitely treat everybody equally and not jump to conclusions and base people on their looks like we did with Bonebreaker. And now you know, and that's half of growing up.
All right.
Without
we're gonna let you in there, Doug, so you don't embarrass yourself. All right, kill shot.
First thing, shooting flamethrower tanks is not always a good idea.
Be careful with fire, kids. Only let an adult handle it.
And two, if you got to lie, come up with a pretty good story before.
All right,
Awesome.
radio wave.
Communications is really important. So make sure your friends know before you blow up things next to them.
All right, Decker,
Awesome.
what did you learn?
Sometimes it's not all about the strength that you have; it's the tools around you that you can use.
That was actually a really good one. Okay.
That was very
All right.
good. Wow, Mike, that
right.
was perfect.
And Dash, what do we got?
I learned there's nothing dangerous about jetpacks as long as you're awesome.
I feel like that's a message we want to impart at the end to the kids.
Absolutely.
All right. So I have been Alan, your GM for Patriot and the Rise of E.V.I.L, one of the settings from the Tiny Saturday Mornings RPG that is upcoming.
Awesome.
I will now
Thank
turn
you
the
so
time
much,
over
Alan.
to-
Thank you, Alan.
so much. That was
Thanks.
awesome.
We're gonna have
Fun time.
we're gonna have you back on here at what was it, 4:00?
Yep, about an hour or so.
Yeah, a little over an hour from now. If you are watching this after the fact, go ahead and I'll probably have a playlist going on YouTube. Thank you to the players that came on, Rich. Thank you so much for being a part of this stream. Tim, thanks for yet another great session. Mike,
Of course.
absolutely. I hope you enjoyed your time. Both
I did,
Mikes,
thank
I
you.
hope you enjoyed it a lot. And
Yeah, a good time.
Michael, we'll be seeing you here in another session later on today.
Yep.
All right, folks.
All right, awesome.
Go pick up Tiny Saturday Mornings from Gallant Night Games once it's out. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description of this video once it's available. And if you like this video, please hit the like down below and let us know who your favorite your favorite action figure was that was an all-American hero in the 80s in the comments. And yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun to know who everybody liked growing up. Remember, winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. We'll see you next time. Bye now.